Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today I want to show you my skincare products and kind of talk about how I got better skin. Sometimes people comment on my videos, tell me that I have very good skin and ask me what products I use. So I figured I'll just make a whole video explaining to you what exactly I do with my skin. Obviously I don't have like perfect skin. I was not born with very good skin at all, so I had to kind of work my way through it. And of course the same day I want to film a skincare video, my face decides to get a breakout right here. You know, I'm just human as well. I get breakouts here and there. But I think over the years, I definitely gathered some knowledge about what is good for my skin and what products work well for me. So I wanted to share that with you. Disclaimer, I'm not a skincare expert, so take everything that I say with a grain of salt and please do your own research first before you buy any product. Before I show you the products that I use, I kind of want to talk a little bit about my skin journey. I was not blessed with good skin at all. I always struggled with a lot of acne ever since elementary school, and I think it got worse around like middle school age. I used to have a lot of acne on my forehead and also on my cheeks. So I think at the age of 14 or 15, I believe, I kind of got into Korean skincare, and that's when I would say my whole skincare journey started. So that's when I started doing a lot of research about Korean skincare and just skincare in general. And at that time, like, it was a whole new thing here in the Western world, like the 10-step skincare routine, I think that's what it was called. And so I got very interested in that and I bought a lot of products. I tried a lot of products. Sometimes I think I over cared for my skin because I used too much product. Over the recent years, I really learned what works on my skin after trying so many different products. So I just want to share the things that I like. Be aware that not all products that I'm showing are going to work for you, obviously. I have oily to combination skin and acne prone skin, but I'm gonna be talking about all the products that I use. Also, they're gonna be all linked down below in the description box, so if you want to purchase anything, feel free to use my links, their affiliate links, so you would support me a lot, but you don't have to, no pressure at all. Okay, so let's start with my morning skincare routine because that's the easier one. So in the morning when I wake up, I wash my face. I just wash it with water, and sometimes I will use a cleanser. And the cleanser that I'm currently using is this Salicylic Acid Daily Gentle Cleanser from Cosrx. I don't really care about what cleanser I use as long as it's like somewhat a decent cleanser, because you can't really do much wrong with a cleanser unless it's like super bad and it's drying out your skin. But that's why I really like to go for gentle cleansers, because they usually are not as drying. This one I recently started using. Before that I used the Shiseido Perfect Whip Senka cleanser, I think that's how it's called. I really like that one as well. This one is a little bit too gentle for me sometimes. I guess it depends on the season you're in and the humidity levels in your country. So for me, I live in Germany and the air is pretty dry here, so this cleanser is fine for me. But I used this cleanser when I was studying abroad in Korea as well, and Korea has a very humid air and it was summertime, so this cleanser wasn't enough. I would recommend this if you live in a drier area and you have oily skin, or if you have like normal to dry skin, then you can use this anywhere. But if you have oily skin and you live in a humid area, then I would probably recommend the Shiseido Senka Perfect Whip. So after I cleanse my face, I use a toner, and I'm currently using the BHA Clarifying Treatment Toner from Cosrx. I just spray this one on my face with toner. Again, if you're new to skincare, I wouldn't necessarily recommend you start using toner right away. It's like an optional step, you don't really need it. But because I kind of got used to using a toner, I still use it and I really like using toners. Anyway, this toner is very good because it has AHA and BHA in it, and these are two kind of like exfoliating ingredients. So AHA is like more a softer exfoliator. It's pretty good for sensitive skin or drier skin, but BHA is a little bit more of a, not a harsher exfoliator, but it goes deeper into your skin and your pores and really, I guess, clears it out, and it's very good for sebum control. So if you struggle with that a lot, then I would suggest you get something with BHA. But also another toner that I really like is also from Cosrx. These are just their toning pads. You know, you have to decide for yourself if you want to buy this or not, because again, toner is not a necessary step in your skincare routine. After I tone my face, I use an essence. My favorite essence is the Snail Mucin Power Essence from Castor X. I've been using this for so many years now, and whenever I try using another essence, I always get back to this one because this is the best essence in my opinion. Snail mucin is a very, very good skincare ingredient. It's very good for moisturizing, and even though I have oily skin, it's still like this essence still really moisturizes my skin like from deep within and not just on the surface level, so it really soaks into my skin. Snail mucin is also pretty good for reducing acne scars. I struggled with a lot of acne around here, around my cheek area and my forehead. Like this essence, I feel like it has helped me a lot to fade my acne scars. If you have like red dark spots, this one's pretty good to help reduce the appearance of them and just give your skin a brighter appearance. After that, I used this moisturizer. This is the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors. I just picked this moisturizer up randomly and I didn't think I would like it as much as I do. First of all, this moisturizer lasts me for a year. It's also pretty cheap. The reason why I like this so much is because usually moisturizers have like a shiny finish to them, but this one, it doesn't have a shiny finish. It doesn't have a mattifying finish. It's like something in between, but it's also pretty good to use under makeup. It moisturizes my skin pretty well and it doesn't make me oily. And then for the most important part of my skincare routine during daytime, which a lot of people forget, it's sunscreen. If there's one thing you get out of watching this video, then it is to wear your sunscreen. You don't want your skin to get damaged, especially if you're struggling with acne scars. You don't want your acne scars to stay longer, especially if you use heavy skincare in nighttime. You don't want to go out with like no sunscreen and then your skin is so vulnerable to UV light. This is the sunscreen that I used from Innisfree, Intensive Long Lasting Sunscreen. I really like this one, honestly. Gives you like a white cast finish, but honestly, I don't really care because I am pale as fuck. The white cast, it just doesn't look like a white cast for me. It just looks like it's evened out my skin tone. But other than that, I also use this sunscreen stick from 3CE Stylenanda. This one's good for retouching. So anyway, that was it for my morning skincare routine. Let's move on to my nighttime skincare routine, which is a little bit more excessive, but not too much. Not too much. Don't worry, okay? So for my nighttime routine, I double cleanse my face. So first I go in with a cleansing balm. This is the Vanilla Cove Clean at Zero cleansing balm. And then I go in with my regular cleanser. I really like double cleansing. I have oily skin and it helps me to really get rid of all the oil that has been built up on my skin. And even if I don't wear makeup, I still use a cleansing balm because I wear sunscreen every day. I really like this cleansing balm. However, I wouldn't recommend this one if you wear a lot of heavy makeup. Also not really good to remove your eye makeup, I feel like. Like, I can't remove my eyeliner or my mascara with this. Would I recommend this? I think for the price point, it's okay. But if you have a better one, please let me know. So after my double cleansing, I tone my face with my toner. And then sometimes I also use a chemical exfoliant. This is the Ordinary Lactic 10% plus HA. I only use this like twice or 3 times a week. And lactic acid is good for like brightening and smoothing out your skin, evens out your skin complexion, I would say. It's a very good chemical exfoliator and I would recommend this one. It's also pretty cheap. However, it sometimes stinks my face a little, so I don't know if that's normal, but I don't know. I feel like so far it worked. Like my skin definitely feels a lot smoother ever since I started using this. So after exfoliator, it would be time to use my essence. And then after that, I use serums. For serum, I used the niacinamide 10%, zinc 1% serum from The Ordinary. Basically, niacinamide is good for reducing the appearance of pores and it helps kind of control your oil production. So for me, as someone with oily skin, this is perfect, but niacinamide 10% could be a little bit too much for people. So if you have sensitive, drier skin, maybe start out with a lower percentage of niacinamide. This one's definitely very, very good. If you struggle with very big pores, you can't reduce the size of your pores, obviously, but you can reduce the appearance of them. So They don't look as big as they are. After serum, I use a moisturizer. For the nighttime, I use a heavier moisturizer, but honestly though, I think you can use the same moisturizer for day and nighttime. I just like to be fancy, okay? Right now I'm using the Soilhasu Overnight Vitalizing Mask, and I think this series is with ginseng, but honestly, I feel like this would be kind of expensive for what you're getting. Oh, I almost forgot. Before I use my moisturizer, sometimes I think I use this twice a week. I also use a retinol serum. It's an eye cream, but it's infused with retinol, and this one is from the Inky List. I just recently got it, so I can't say much, and you can't really see the effects of retinol quickly. Like, you have to use this for a long time, I think like at least 6 months or something, but I'll link this product down below as well if you want to buy it. Like, I heard a lot of good things about the Inky List retinol serums. This was it for my skincare products that I really like and the skincare products that I use frequently. So now I just quickly want to share some products that I use sometimes, and you know, just some random stuff that I find pretty useful. Other product that I really like is this acne blemish cream from Coster X. If you struggle with acne, please get this cream. This has helped me so much with my breakouts to reduce them, but you have to be patient. But I feel like it also helps so that when your breakout is over, you don't get as harsh of an acne scarring as you would without the cream, if that makes sense. I would only use this on the parts where you have breakouts. So before that, my whole skin was having breakouts, right? So I would use this on my whole skin, and it's really drying. I wouldn't do that. Just put it onto your pimples like a pimple cream, and that's pretty good. And then lastly, I also really like to use sheet masks. My favorite sheet masks are from Mediheal. This is my favorite. I would say face masks are kind of like a luxury bonus item. You really don't need them. They're basically just masks infused with serums or essence. So it's just like using an extra serum on it, or an extra essence. You know, you don't really need it, but if you have the money and if you have access to them, then you can get it. So yeah, lastly, I just wanted to mention that your diet is super important when it comes to skincare. Your skin is the biggest organ of your body, and of course, everything that you eat is gonna directly affect your skin. If you eat a lot of junk food, a lot of oily food, a lot of dairy, you will get a lot of breakouts. For me, I'm lactose intolerant, so I don't really consume as much dairy. I can definitely tell that I consume too much oily foods or too much like unhealthy foods by my skin. What kind of counts into that is your water intake. So if you do drink a lot of water, then your skin's gonna be a lot better. It's gonna be a lot more plump, glowier, and your skincare products will work so much better if you drink more water, especially if you use any product with hyaluronic acid. Definitely make sure to drink a lot of water. But yeah, anyway, this was it for my video. I hope I got to help you a little bit more if you're struggling with skincare. I can make more skincare videos if you guys want. I appreciate you a lot for watching and sticking up to the end, and I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye, see you soon.